I've made over 100 videos on YouTube about mechanical keyboards, but one thing I rarely build are macropads. So that changed when I came across this beauty, the Treasure TYPE-9. No over-the-top design, no unnecessary gimmicks, just bold simplicity. For $95 US, I thought, yeah, this isn't a bad price for a mini project. I thought deeply about how to style this thing. I didn't need it to be functional, so it had to be aesthetic. And that means one thing: artisan keycaps. But I don't want just any artisan keycap. I want something symbolic, something deeply associated with me. And the answer came when I was cleaning up my storage. That's when I found it. An old, broken Game Boy Color. And still inside it, after all these years, a Pokemon Red cartridge.
Pokemon is a really huge part of my childhood. So much so that I kept these mementos until today. Yes, 2 of them. Because my friends back then weren't into gaming, so I had to beg my parents to get me 2 of these just so I could trade Pokemon with myself.
Looking at that stash unlocked a flood of memories. And don't get me started on my Pokemon card collection. Another story for another day. So it clicked. What better way to fill the macropad than with the 3 original starters and their evolutions? A perfect 3x3. Can't be too hard, right? Look at that S-craft. Beautiful. When the first one arrived, I was blown away. Blastoise, sitting inside the eye of its own hydro pump, generating a contained tsunami of pure water-type violence. Dramatic, but controlled. Absolutely gorgeous. So, 1 down, 8 more to go. And then it hit me. S-Craft doesn't make the middle evolutions. No Wartortle, no Charmeleon, no Ivysaur. Worst of all, they don't take custom orders. I won't lie, I was devastated. I see no hope of completing this project. So I set a thought aside and doomscrolled. And that's when I stumbled onto him. I should get him to make me exactly what I'm looking for. What do I do now? Should I give up? $100 per keycap. That's $900 wasted. Can I afford to put in more? What if I get scammed again? No, I'm not giving up. Let's see it to the end. Now, instead of blindly trusting someone else on Instagram, I decided to go onto Etsy. This is not an ad for Etsy, but after reading their customer policy, I found that they have a rather comprehensive one meant to protect both buyers and sellers. Well, some protection is better than none, right? So to cut the long story short, I found a seller, there's no red flags from previous reviews, and decided to take another leap of faith. Same thing, I pitched the idea, I gave him the requirements, and waited. But this time, I felt extra insecure. The thought of being scammed again made me jittery, but I was totally not prepared for the journey ahead. That's not what I asked for. I wanted dome-shaped ones, not essay ones. Why are there bubbles around? There's still bubbles. The background didn't evolve. Bubbles. Why is Charizard so distorted? What do you mean you can't make a ball of water for Blastoise? S-Craft did it. Bubbles. 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 Hey, wait a minute. Let's turn the lights back on. I can't just let it end so anticlimactically. Let's wrap things up properly. Sure, there aren't any cheers. There's no angels coming down from the clouds. There's not even an applause. I wasn't even that excited anymore when I finished the macropad. But throughout the journey, I learned so much about the mechanical keyboard hobby. About how easy it is still to get scammed. About how difficult it is to get bubbles off a resin keycap. It's supposedly only a 10% success rate. A very huge thank you to WongFFKey on Etsy for ultimately making my dream come true. I've been really picky to point out even the tiniest of air bubbles in the keycaps, and I can't imagine dealing with someone like myself. From changing the background to resizing the models, he was really accommodating to my requests. He must have made over 100 copies of my order by now. So once again, a very huge thank you. I'll link his Etsy store down below for you to check it out. All in all, this project took me more than 3 years, 3 months to complete and cost a total of $1,610. I'm finally done.